Good morning, retail traders. I'm going to talk about a stock that just popped up on the scanner today, and that is XOS. It has a float of 49 million, around 55 million, and I just want to kind of bring it to your attention. I heard it pop up on the scanner, and they just got delivered 13 of these Stepvans to the FedEx. They're armored vehicles, are good for delivering textiles, all good for a work truck. And the only, I think, downside to it is it only had like a range of 120 to 150 miles. I don't know, for FedEx, it seems like they'd have to be a little bit more than that. So they're definitely going to be local, in-town, short delivery kind of pickup truck or kind of van truck for FedEx. So we're going to go straight and look at the chart. I was looking at the news too. Seems like the news is quite good. A lot of good news coming in on it. Just going down through the thing here. It's had a pretty good pullback. 80% pullback from the highs. But they delivered 13 electric Stepvans to FedEx ground operators in third quarter of 2022. Signs an endorsement of global MOUI with the call start advocating for acceleration of zero emissions, mobile chargers. They got deal with ShipX. So a lot of good features in here. And I kind of like that. That's down 80%. And then a negative 40% revenue. Let's see here what the revenue is. Revenue of the second quarter of 2022 was 9.8 million, up 40% compared to the previous quarter. Substantial quarterly growth of 30% in unit deliveries, which is good. 73 units delivered. Net loss of 9 million. Entered a strategic partnership with Allison Transmissions. That's a good deal. Added 17 new dealership locations. So everything seems pretty good with the news. Like it's going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. So let's go straight to the chart. This is XOS. We're pulled back right now. We had a nice little breakout from 120 all the way up to 232, which is the 200 SMA on the yearly chart. If you pull up the yearly, we hit that 200 SMA right there at 232. Now she's pulled back and found support. So we'll bring it back to the 1 minute. Now this chart, I was looking at the 3-year, and it does have some nice highs up here. They can get up to about $10. Could be a $10 if you wanted to go long, but we're definitely at a year low, 3-year low. You pull up the minute, and these are my moving averages that I talked about. You can go back in some of my videos back there and look and see how I use these moving average with the sneaky snake trading strategy. We definitely pull back and hit this 200, and if that 200 on the 1 minute time frame holds support, I think we can run this back up to try to break this resistance line at 140. That'll be your first resistance to break. And if that can happen, 129 to 140, that'd be a nice little small scalp of 11 cents. And you could bring it up today to that 21 at 155. And then you'll find these resistance levels at 176 and 216 that I have, with a long all the way up to, if I pull this 1 year chart up, we've got a 254 to break if we break the 200 SMA, and then a long at 325. That is if the momentum picks up. And the float on it is 49 to 55 million. So it won't have that much interest in the big pumpers, but yet I still think it could be a good trade. We'll just watch it pull back. If it hits that 129 here, we'll see if it bounces right back up. We're at 130, 128. There we are. It has to hold here. We'll pull up the 1 minute, see if we get the reversal. I can't trade it right now. I got to wait till 6, or I'd probably take this trade. Just see if it held that scalp and run it back up to 140. So keep a good eye on XOS. Right now it is, what time is it? 4:39 Central Mountain Time. Eastern Time, it's 5:39. Pretty sure we're going to bounce off this 129 area, off that 200 SMA. And you can watch the strategy work on the 1 minute time frame and see if we get to 176. If it breaks this 140 area, you do have a couple little resistance levels at 155, 156, and then maybe right around 164. But I like this 176. Have a great day, retail traders. We'll pull it back to this truck. It's the SV05 step van.